Second 9, you stop thinking clearly. Second 18, you start to feel good. Second 27, there is nothing left of you to save. This is not a slow death. This is your brain rewriting reality while it shuts down. And it does it in less time than it takes to tie your shoes. You always thought suffocation looked like panic. Hands at the throat, eyes wide. A long, brutal fight for air. It isn't. The truth is quieter. And worse, because somewhere inside those 30 seconds, your body stops being your ally. The same reflex designed to keep you alive becomes the one force finishing the job. And the strangest part, the part almost no one talks about, is that you will not feel it happening. You will feel something else, something pleasant. 3 things will happen to you in the next 30 seconds. You will not recognize any of them. You will not fight. You will not scream. You will not even know you are dying. Let's start where it actually begins. Second one, airflow stops. It doesn't matter if it's water, smoke, pressure, or a hand. The lungs keep moving. The chest still rises. From the outside, nothing looks wrong. Inside, the alarm is already triggered. Carbon dioxide builds in the blood. Not oxygen loss. That's the first lie people believe. The brain doesn't track oxygen. It tracks CO2. And when CO2 climbs, the body screams in the only language it knows. Burning in the chest, pressure behind the eyes, a wave of pure animal urgency. This is the part everyone has felt. Holding their breath as a child, swimming a little too deep. That clawing need to inhale. Most people think this is the dangerous moment. It isn't. The dangerous moment is when that feeling stops. By second 10, the urge to breathe begins to fade. Not because the danger is gone, because the brain is losing the ability to recognize it. And here is where something cruel happens. The reflex meant to save you, the gasp, the swallow, the desperate inhale, fires anyway. Automatic, uncontrolled. If there is water in front of your face, you breathe water. If there is smoke, you pull it deeper than any conscious person ever would. The body's last attempt to live becomes the exact act that kills it. Not a malfunction, a design. Now the brain begins to starve. And the starving brain does something no one expects. It hallucinates, not random images, specific ones, faces, voices, warm light, a sense of presence in the room, even when there is no one there. People who survive describe the same scene across cultures, across decades, across causes. A figure, a memory, a feeling of being held. The brain is not preparing you for death. The brain is trying to make sense of a world it can no longer process. With oxygen falling, neurons fire in patterns that should never fire together. And from that chaos, the mind builds a story that feels more real than the room you are actually dying in. This is why people who drown sometimes stop swimming. Why fire victims are found sitting calmly. Why climbers at altitude walk off cliffs, convinced a friend is leading them home. They are not giving up. They are following something only they can see. Second 18, the euphoria begins. Oxygen starvation triggers a flood of endorphins. The pain disappears. The fear disappears. In its place, a strange, soft warmth. Survivors call it peaceful. Some call it beautiful. A few use a word that should never describe dying. Pleasant. The closer you get to the end, the better it feels. That is not poetry. That is chemistry. Your nervous system, unable to fight, unable to escape, releases the only thing it has left. The same compounds that flood the brain during deep meditation, during love, during the final seconds of long-distance runners pushed past their limit. The body cannot tell the difference between transcendence and shutdown. And neither can you. This is the cruelest part of asphyxia. The moment a stranger could still save you, the moment a hand could still pull you out, is the exact moment you stop wanting to be saved. You feel calm, you feel safe, you feel chosen. Meanwhile, cells in your brain are dying, thousands of them, per second, silently, permanently. Second 23. Vision narrows, not darkness, the opposite, a tunnel of light. The peripheral world dissolves first, edges fading like an old photograph, leaving only what is directly in front of you. Then color drains. Then sound softens. Then time itself begins to stretch. A second feels like a minute. A minute feels like a life. People who have been resuscitated from this exact stage describe it the same way every time. They saw memories they had forgotten. They heard voices that had been gone for years. They felt no fear at all. And every one of them said the same thing afterward. They didn't know they were dying, even when their heart had already stopped, even when machines were screaming around them, even when strangers were breathing into their lungs. In their mind, they were somewhere else, somewhere quiet, somewhere they did not want to leave. Second 27. The collapse. The hallucinations don't stop. They get sharper, more vivid, more intimate. The brain, in its final seconds of activity, pulls every emotional resource it has left and burns it all at once. This is what survivors call the white room, the garden, the figure at the door. It isn't a glimpse of anything beyond. It is your own mind, performing for an audience of one in the last theater it will ever build. And then, the lights go out. Not all at once, region by region. The parts that built the vision die first. Memory, imagination, recognition. The last thing to fail is the part of you that knew you were you. It goes quietly. By second 30, the damage is irreversible. Even if you are pulled back, even if a heart is restarted, even if oxygen returns. The neurons that fired those final visions do not regenerate. The personality, the memories, the small private patterns that made you a specific human being, pieces of them are simply gone. People who survive long asphyxia events are not the same afterward. Family members say it carefully. They say something is missing. They cannot name it, but they know the body came back. Something else did not. This is what the last 30 seconds truly are. Not a fight, not a scream, a quiet chemical surrender, dressed up by the brain as the most peaceful experience of your life, while it erases you from the inside. The visions you would see are not real. The peace you would feel is a lie. And the worst part is the part no one tells you. You would not know the difference. You would not even try to.